Happy Sunday. How's it going with everybody today? I hope you got to go to church and enjoy a nice fellowship time with your pastor and your friends. And I'm just going to sit and talk with you a little bit about a devotion I was reading earlier. And then I want to show you some goodies because I like sharing my goodies with you guys. So let's get started. The Bible I have in front of me, and hopefully I'm not going to knock you. I'm trying not to knock you. I think I did it. Yay! Alright, this is my Everyday Matters Bible for Women. And it's an NLT version. It's really very pretty, as you can see. Of course, I put some stickers on it just to make it a little bit prettier. But it has devotions in it. So it's not a study Bible, it's a devotional Bible. And they come in series so that you can pick out the themes that you want to. See if I can get to that page so I can show you. Okay, right here. Well, actually, starting on the other page. Okay, so they come in series like these. These are what your devotionals are meant to be like: acceptance, Bible study and meditation, celebration, community, confession, contemplation, faith, fasting, forgiveness, gratitude, hospitality, justice, mentoring, outreach, prayer, reconciliation, and then Sabbath and rest, service, silence, simplicity, solitude, stewardship, submission, and worship. So those are all the different categories that it covers in the Bible. And if you want, I've done a couple of them and they're really good. The Bible also comes with a series of Bible study booklets that you can get to go along with the devotions. And they're not expensive. They're anywhere from like $1.99 to $2.99 on christianbooks.com. So if you want some very affordable ones, they really are. And they're not like in depth, but they're just really good. They'd be great to get together and do with some friends at church or something like that, a ladies group. Just really good, easily digestible Bible studies. So the one I am going to do today, and I have to leave this light off, so it's going to be hard for me to completely read it. There we go. Is out of the book of Job. It's Job 28, 25, 33. I'm going to turn the light on just long enough to read it, and then I'll turn it back off. You'll see why it kind of obscures the camera a little bit, and you can't see quite as well. So 38, verses 25 through 33. And again, this is out of the NLT version. And it says, "Who created a channel for the torrents of rain? Who laid out the path for the lightning? Who makes the rain fall on barren land and a desert where no one lives? Who sends rain to satisfy the parched ground and make the tender grass spring up? Does the rain have a father? Who gives birth to the dew? Who is the mother of the ice? Who gives birth to the frost from the heavens? From the water turns to ice. For the water turns to ice as hard as a rock, and the surface of the water freezes. Can you direct the movement of the stars, binding the cluster of the Pleiades or loosening the cords of Orion? Can you direct the sequence of the seasons, or guide the bear with her cubs across the heavens? Do you know the laws of the universe? Can you use them to regulate the earth? Can you shout to the clouds and make it rain? Can you make lightning appear and cause it to strike as you direct? Who gives intuition to the heart and instinct to the mind? Who is wise enough to count all the clouds? Who can tilt the water jars of heaven when the parched ground is dry and the soil has hardened into clods? Who can you stalk prey for a lioness and satisfy the young lion's appetites as they lie in their dens or crouch in the thicket? Who provides food for the ravens when their young cry out to God and wander about in hunger? Basically, this is God speaking to Job. The chapter is titled "The Lord Challenges Job." He's reminding Job of who he is and of the power that he has. This is the devotion that goes along with it, and I thought it was really good. It says, "Choosing hope. It's 2 degrees outside and my mailbox is overflowing with lilies and tomatoes. pictures of them, that is, seed catalogs. I love how they arrive in the dead of winter, so much promise for just pennies in a pocket. In all the catalogs, warm colors proliferate, reds, oranges, and yellows. A kaleidoscope of hot peppers on one page, zinnias like fireworks on the next. I soak up colors, the butter yellows of sweet corn, the bright pinks of impatience, and the deep greens of basil. Outside, it's difficult to think about planting anything. 14 inches of snow have obliterated all signs of my backyard garden. My bird feeders are empty and silent. Steam curls up inevitably from the heated bird bath, but there are no takers. Planting a garden and caring for it spiritual act of faith for me. These seed catalogs invite me to dream and hope, even in the dead of winter. I can dream of planting flowers to attract butterflies or hummingbirds. I can conjure up a garden of herbs specifically for tea. I might recreate the tall grass prairie or a wildflower meadow on my little plot, or grow paste tomatoes to make special Italian dishes. Each page is another possibility. When you watch a seed crack the earth, put out leaves, then blossom and fruit into food for your family, it gives you hope. When you see a dry husk sprout and become a beautiful pinwheel of color, it prompts you to dream. A garden is an act of defiance, a determination to focus on new life and beauty in the midst of a world in crisis. It's a blow struck for believing things will change for the better. When Job wondered why bad things happen, God answered his questions with a tour through the wonders of nature. Who created a channel for the torrents of rain? Who laid out the path for the lightning? Who sends rain to satisfy the parched ground and make the tender grass spring up? Can you direct the movement of the stars? Can you direct the sequence of the seasons? Do you know the laws of the universe? Can you use them to regulate the earth? The God who created all wonders is the God I can go to when I'm afraid. I can't control a plummeting economy, unrest in the Middle East, or the injuries and illnesses of loved ones. I don't understand the injustices and the calamities of the world, trumpeted in bold newspaper headlines each morning. But I know the God who loves me and who made all the wonders of the outdoors is holding me close to his heart. I can choose my response. Where do I put my hope? My only hope is in you. I can confidently cry out, when I am afraid, I will put my trust in you. I'm also reminded of Matthew 6:27. Can your worries add a single moment to your life? I don't want my life to be defined by worry and fear. I don't want my garden to be choked with weeds. I want to put down deep roots of faith, to grow and to bloom, to reach toward sunlight and warmth. I want to plant a garden for the future, one that is seeded with contentment, joy, and hope for what might be. I make out my seed list, adding some flowers and herbs here, crossing off a few vegetables there, drawing the outline of where the new roses will grow, mentally shifting the iris to another spot by the pond. I can't shift my worries so easily, but each time I choose to plant a garden, it brings me one step closer. I dream and I choose to believe and to hope. That is so encouraging to me because unfortunately too many times my garden does get choked out by weeds of worry. Living here in the Pacific Northwest, there are so many things to be fearful of. We live close to the coast, so the scientists say that we are very, very overdue for a catastrophic earthquake that will completely obliterate everything in our path to the point there's no coming back. I mean, they are saying the earth that we live on will literally fall off into the ocean. That has just freaked me out from day one. I'm like, what? I mean, I come from South Carolina. We have tornadoes and hurricanes and things like that. But you know what? Those things come and then they go. They don't wipe us completely off the map. We may suffer loss, but we can rebuild. What they're calling for the Pacific Northwest is nothing you can come back from. You can't rebuild when there's nothing to rebuild on. So, I let my worries over that just fly all over the place. over the past 3 weeks, we have had a series of earthquakes. Most of them have been, the big ones have been in California. Yesterday and the day before, there was a 6.4, and then there was a 7.1. No lives were lost, thank goodness, but lots and lots of damage were done from those. Off the coast of Oregon, this is down more toward the middle of Oregon, eastern Oregon, at Coos Bay, there was over 1,000 small earthquakes that happened within a 2-week period. So a lot of people are like, okay, sounds like we're gearing up for a really large one. And you know what? I just have to pray and believe that God knows. So he's already got it covered. And he will take care of things. I don't worry so much for myself as I worry for my kids who live even closer to the coast than I do. They're adults, of course, but getting separated from them, and it just, there's things that could happen that aren't good things. But once again, then I have to go to God's word. And there especially in the verses I just read, I have to trust him. Because nothing's going to happen that is beyond his control. Nothing is going to happen that is outside of his plan. And so I just have to trust in that. It's beautiful here where I live. We get a lot of rain, but we have to because we are a rainforest area. But I live, very, very, very close to the ocean where it's just magnificent. I mean, the mountains paired with the ocean and how the waves just crash against those huge rocks. There is just nothing in my mind more beautiful on the face of the earth. And then, if that wasn't enough, I go just in the opposite direction not far, and I have the Cascade Mountains. And that mountain range, I mean, it literally takes my breath away. Mount St. Helens is the closest one to us, which of course, had a big boom back in 1989. My husband got to personally witness that. But she's beautiful. She's absolutely, even now that she's had half her top blown off, it is still breathtaking. We live, I don't know exactly mileage, but about an hour and a half from Mount St. Helens. But in the higher viewpoints here, you can still see her perfectly. Not only her, but you can see Mount Rainier, which is a massive mountain. That is the one that overlooks Seattle. And it is just huge and just beautiful and gorgeous. And then also about, Portland's about an hour and a half, so a little bit past Portland is Mount Hood. Again, all of them, they just take my breath away every time I see them. On my way to the grocery store, I have to crest over a hill that the minute you hit the top of it, Mount St. Helens and Mount Baker both come into view in one of the most extraordinary views I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it is postcard perfect. I get to take these beautiful sights in on a daily basis. I live where most people go to vacation. Colder weather, of course, and the Pacific Ocean is extremely cold year round, so it's not like you get to get out there and splash around in it. Get a lot of surfers out there, but they have on their very, very warm wetsuits when they do it. But just to go and sit there and listen to those waves and look at the beauty that's there. There's caves, there's waterfalls. It's overwhelming to me, and I love it so much. I miss my South Carolina home. I do. I miss Myrtle Beach and those places where you can actually go in the water and play. But they don't. South Carolina is absolutely beautiful, but it's beautiful in a completely different way. So, my ideal situation would be I could spend the summers here in Oregon and the winters in South Carolina. My husband and I are like, maybe, when we hit that retirement age, we'll have to look into that. Maybe buy teeny tiny houses on both coasts and see what happens. But what I'm trying to get at in a very long, way is that the chance, if I didn't take the chance to be surrounded by all of this beauty because I was so scared of an earthquake possibly taking, my life, lives of others, just leaving us devastated at some point in time. I would miss out on so much. I can't let fear paralyze me. If I did, I would never get to see those beautiful mountains. I would never get to experience that amazing ocean. I would never see bear cubs out in the wild and the beauty of the forest that surrounds me. I would miss out on so much. And the truth is, if we had that massive earthquake tomorrow and I fell off into the ocean, I've lived an incredibly blessed life led by the hand of God. So I will not let fear overtake me. I will not let it control me. I will not let it paralyze me. I'm going to get up each day thanking God for the beauty that surrounds me and the things He allows me to see and the things He allows me to do. I will not let fear stifle out the goodness of God. We cannot do that. If we continue to do that, or if we ever do that, we can never say that we've lived our best life. We are to serve God. We are to glorify Him. And the only way we can do that is walk in the boldness and the understanding that He and He alone directs our paths. So He has everything under control. I hope that gives you hope, because that is our hope. Our hope is that we know that God has got us both here and He has prepared us a magnificent home in the life after this one. So even if I do die, what am I losing? I have nothing, like Paul said, I have nothing to gain but heaven. So get out there, take some risk, step out of your comfort zone, do the things that God has called you to do, even if it scares you to death, and then trust Him with the outcome, because I promise you there's greater beauty there than there will ever be if you hide away someplace that you consider safe. You are never safer than you are in the palm of your Father's hand. Please remember that. And for that, I'm going to turn this little light off now because I don't have to read anymore, and I want you guys to be able to see what I want to show you. First of all, I want to remind you of the planner giveaway that I have going on when I reach my 500 subscriber mark. I think I'm right at 400 now, so a few more to go. So if you like this video and you want to win this, like, subscribe, share, so that more people will subscribe to me, and we can get this thing on the, out to someone, whoever the lucky person is that I draw. And remember, the way you can win it is just put your name down in the comments. Oops, I got stuff on my hand. Such is the life of a planner right there. Just put your name and kind of where you're from. You don't have to put address or anything, but basically state, location. Because if someone from out of the country wins, I won't be able to ship this because it's going to cost a little bit too much. But I have some beautiful stuff that I can afford to ship you. I'm going to try and make you some homemade dividers for your planner if you have a planner. And all you have to do is kind of tell me what you like. And I'm going to try to find images of whatever it is you like, and then make you some custom-made planners and planner dividers, and I can send those to you because they won't cost so much because it's not a bulk item. It'll be a flat rate item. But anyway, this is the one I'm giving away. It's a Agenda 52 from Hobby Lobby. That's what the planner is, and this is the personal size. And I have used it a little bit, but I didn't use it a ton because I have so many others. When I bought all those from KKK and Carpe Diem, so I'm like, I'm not just going to let it sit here and go to waste. I'm going to give it to someone. So if you like those palm trees, on the inside is where I think it is really, really pretty. It does have the gold rings, and they're very tight. And then you've got your light pink here with your pink stripes there. I love that. The only way you're going to be able to tell that it was ever even used is it has a teeny tiny spot here that you can probably clean off. And then it has a little bit of dirt right around the clasp, but not anything major. So it's like new. That, and then for inserts, I got these from Michael's, the Recollections. And they're really colorful. I'll show you there so you can see all the colors that's on the back. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And then it comes with all the inserts you need, the monthly as well as the weekly, as well as places to take notes. So it's a full set, very thick, of inserts. So that will be coming with it. Along with, I'm going to pick out a planner pen. I haven't really decided exactly which one we're going to do with the other one. I'm always losing things. That's me. That's my life. Oh. But anyway, I'm going to try and pick out a really nice planner pen to send along with it. Aha! Here's one I am considering. That one right there. And then possibly this one. And then possibly one of my, a real pretty colored one too. I have colored ones. I also have the little thin ones here that I have bukus of, and then of course we have all kinds of really, cute, cool ink ones that I can do. So anyway, I'm going to pick out a very pretty planner pen to send with it, maybe a roll of washi, and maybe even like a custom made. What I was planning on doing is doing a custom made dashboard for you, which is one of the dividers that I make with your name on it, and you can use that right at the front. So like I said, comment your name and where you're from and what I'm going to do at the end of it. I've already got about 40 some odd people who have entered it. I am going to just do a draw, a simple, make all the names, draw the names down, put them on pieces of paper, put them in a hat, a bucket, something, and then just draw the winner's name out when I hit 500 subscribers. So that is that. And then also, you guys know how I love making my dividers. That's one of my favorite things to do. So I have been printing out, I love pictures of brides and the big flowy dresses. I just love it so much. So this is what I've done today. I haven't made them yet. I've just printed them out, so I've got to make them. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? And again, I get all these on Pinterest is where I get them. My printer ink is down, the color is down to its last. So there's that pink hue that normally you wouldn't get. But I'm one of those people, I use it till it is gone, till there's nothing left. I'm going to get every little thing I can out of it. I almost beat you guys up, knocked you over. That's me talking with my hands. Okay, stop shaking. There she goes. Okay, we're good. Okay, so anyway, that's why you see the little pink hues there, but that's kind of pretty for a blushing bride. And even that one, look at that. Isn't that, ooh, I want to make sure I get it. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And another one. And some of these I have printed out and used before, and what they are, they're drawings, but if you look, you can see it almost has a 3D effect because they used paint, acrylic paint, to add texture. And I'm like, that's genius. That is genius, and that is beautiful. Love it. Love it, love it. There's another one. Again, same thing. They use that texture. That is so pretty. And then this is still, see, there's, oh, I got, okay, this is just some stickers I printed out. That, once again, when I put my new colored ink in it, this will actually be green, and this will be more red. But that's okay. I can use these like this, too. It's not a problem. Just, add a little bit more of a antique kind of look to it, which is what I'm going to do. When I make them, these dividers, I'm going to try and maybe put some roses around it just to give it, to edge it out a little bit. And let me show you what I did last night. When I got my Kiki K, the lady that I purchased it from, my lavender one, she sent me some little goodies with it. Oh, I think it's in this one that I did it. Okay, so this is the Kiki K, my lavender one, which, girls, I'm so in love with it. I love lavender and lilac colors. I did my bathroom in those colors. Love it so, so much. But anyway, she sent me some of the, and I've never even bought these, and I don't know why I haven't thought of buying them. I want to make sure you can see it. I may have to turn the light on for you to see it. But she sent me a little roll of those little jewel dots that are sticker. See those? And so I took it and put it on one of my planners. I want to see if you can see it better this way. If it makes them shine a little bit better. I don't know. Anyway, this is like a snow queen, snow princess kind of thing. And so I just put some of them, her earrings, and right there, her snowflake. And did the same with this one. I put them, I'm thinking you're going to see better without the light on. Yeah, you can actually. Okay, so I'll put one there and one there. Same color as her lips, and the pink there to highlight that. And I have to remember where I put them because, and this one, I put one in her bow. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. I love pretty things. That's another one of my brides I've showed you guys before that I made. And I think, oh, no, this was the last one. The green eye, I put a green one. Isn't that cool? So pretty. I'm going to get some more of those because I can really make some stuff with that. I can go crazy with those for sure. Okay, so put her back up. And I'm going to give you a flip through of my little mini traveler's notebook here. I've really enjoyed this. I normally would carry my personal size with me, but it really gets big and heavy. So this is what I've been taking with me when I don't want to carry anything else. And I have really enjoyed playing in this. I was like, you can't make really pretty layouts in these, but you know what? Yeah, you can. And I'm about to show you some. Alright, so that's the first page with my name. But look at there. I used my mini tape that I have. This teeny tiny stuff that I get from Amazon. You get like 52 rows for like $7. And I use that, which I use it on my big ones too, but I mean, it just fits perfect on this little one. Look at there. Isn't that pretty? And you guys know the greens and the pinks and all that. Obviously, that's my favorite when it comes to decorating. Love it so much. But I have done them in all different kinds, like that purple. I love that. How pretty is that? Ignore my appointments. They're all doctors. So, again, with the pretty and little swan. Then that one I didn't need to use. This one's for June. I didn't decorate that too much for June, but I did decorate these. Picnics, ice cream, pretty stuff, green again. Told you, I love these colors. That's my thing. I always look for sticker books that have predominantly these kind of colors in them, because I just love it so much. See, that one's just purple. This is the one I did. This is for July. So we're in July. July 1st, week of the 8th. And I think that's as far as I've gotten it. But isn't she just cool? I just really love this little one. I would love to have, this is just one from Michael, so it didn't cost a lot. And the only thing about Michael's Traveler's Notebooks, they only come with one elastic band. You have to do the rest. I don't like that. I'm like, why did they even do that? Because every other Traveler's Notebook you get, it's going to have multiple bands in there, so you can put multiple little books in there. But one day when I'm, just got money just to blow, because of, you know how that is. I want a sheep sparrow. They are so pretty for the Traveler's Notebooks. They are just really, 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 really pretty. I think that's everything for today anyway. I'll come up with something to gab with you about, probably tomorrow, the next day. As my husband says, I definitely have the gift of gab. That's why this is so perfect for me. So perfect. But anyway, if you guys have any questions about the devotional or any comments, feel free to leave them there. I always love reading you guys' comments. As always, I tell everybody, be nice. Be nice to each other. But, and also enter to win that planner. After I do the 500, then I'm going to also do a giveaway for the 1,000. So I'll have to come up with some stuff there. And again, if you're from out of the country, let me know, so that if I do draw your name, because I'm going to write that on the name so that I know what to give. And just let me know, and we will go from there. So like I said, if you win and you're from out of the country, like UK or Australia or something like that, I will, find out what you like, and I will customize the things that I send you to that. Okay? All right, guys. Everyone have a marvelous week. My throat's a little itchy, if you can hear that. I know it's allergies. We're so cloudy here right now. I'm like, it's July. We've had a few pretty days, but hopefully they'll come back. And I will see you guys again. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that like button and that notification button and all that wonderful stuff. Leave a comment. Like I heard someone else say the other day, just be my friend. Be my friend. I need my friends. All right, girls. I love you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you again. Bye-bye.